maybe take an example of a really well stepped file that I maybe did, or no, I don't have the time to do that. I mean, it's already 10. So here I've got a file that is it's a 30-minute mixtape, so it's really long. It's also very rough, musically speaking. So I mean, we have two versions right now because I was working with my buddy Stripe that is here in chat. We did the file together a long time ago. So first, I think I'm going to tell you about how to fix your old sim files. First, I'm going to copy paste the steps of Stripe that I don't have, because you see I have two versions. I'm using step menu F5, so I'm using F5 and F6 to switch between different difficulty of the songs. I don't know if the shortcut exists in other versions of step menu, but this kind of works. So you see, I copy pasted in Notepad the version of Stripe so as not to erase my version. So I think it's the last one. I'm going to check it like really quickly. I'm going to check where the blanks are in my chart, and oh, alright. The second version, is it that recent? Oh, nice. Okay. So Stripe told me that he had another version of the file. I'm going to try to open it. So maybe I'll show it to you, the technique on how to copy paste sim files and not erase your work, because it can get tedious at some point. So okay, I'm in the folder. I'll try to make it clear for you. Alright. So, okay, I'm going to add, here you see, okay, so right here I'm going to, like, this is the official file that I'm stepping right now in the editor, and that is what Stripe sent to me. Oh, I don't think it's the correct one. Oh yeah, it is. I did mess up, because I downloaded it from the internet, and I think it took the liberty of adding shit to it, so alright, nice. So you see, here I have my official file, and here I have the other one. So what I'm going to do is change challenge here by medium, remove all the overhead of the step chart, take everything, copy, paste in here. Oh god, I have to clean the bottom of the file before, because there's some shit at the end. Oh god, actually there's lots of bullshit at the end. Okay, bang, I think it's okay now. Okay, so I'm copying that, pasting it here. I make sure the file is coherent. It has to end by this symbol, the chart, and then you see it begins by that, so it's okay. So now you have medium, hard, and the challenge in the same file, so I'm going to save it. And then I think it works that way. I'm going to revert from disk, and I think it should be working. Yes, it is. So you see, State Mania loaded my medium chart. Alright, let's hide that for a moment. Alright, erase. Alright, so I'm going to move me a bit. Like you see there is medium here, hard, and challenge. Now, okay. So I'm going to actually try to find out the difference between all the files, because I have already 3 versions, so even if you have some input about the file and what is the difference between everything. Oh god, there was things going on. So I think this one is the most complete one. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm guessing this was not step, so either I forgot it or it's not supposed to be step by me. Oh, it has steps here, so I guess it's my turn here. So I guess it's my turn. Okay. So actually, I need to see more of it. It's always very tedious also because there is like so much measure here. Oh, nice! So I found some missing parts. Here you see hard and challenge don't have this part of the file, so I'm going to put it here. Like try to guess where it goes. It stops here, so I copy that. And I'll paste it here. So you see here there was an extra note. I'm going to put it on the other side. I might mirror this because there is 2 times the left foot stomping consecutively, so I'll change that maybe later. So if it's okay, this one I think I pass because that's it. And I think this one is the more complete one. So what I'm going to do is take this one, go to the end, copy it, paste it on the challenge, and do nothing else right now, because maybe I'll copy it later, because I'm not sure if there is extra steps or no. So now I'm going to begin actually reviewing what we did last year. This is a mixtape I did, by the way, so it's kind of exclusive. This is fine because you can hit it the way you want, I guess. Okay, this is fine also. So this is turned to the right. This is supposed to be right also. So I put it. This was turned left, so I put it right. So as to get more like balance between the two, because you don't want to face left for too long. Okay, so this is awkward. I don't want that. Okay, same remarks. Don't put up arrows when it's nothing else, because you see, right here, you're supposed to hit the up arrow with your right foot, but just imagine hitting it with your left foot. You hit left, you hit the up arrow with the left foot, and suddenly you have a left arrow. So either you double step or you're trying to do a crossover that doesn't exist. So don't do that. I change it like this. And here you can see there's not that much going on, because in the music it's very calm and it's a marathon, so you can go easy on the beginning, because things are going to be more difficult later. So if there is a long intro, don't hesitate not to overstep anything, and just let people get into the file, get the music in their head a bit. Try to relax, because this is very powerful. When you're starting something very long, you want to go deep in the music. So the more time you have to put yourself into the file, the less the more you want to play it, because I don't want to play something hard straight up. But I mean, it's still psychology, and people are doing very differently, but I like to do it that way. You see, this is incorrect. This is more correct. Also, here you end up on the left, so I want to go on the right, just after that. Also, I'm using a modified assist stick because the assist stick sound is very awkward to sync, so I edited the OG in Audacity to make it more sharp. So I use it from time to time, but you're not supposed to do so because it's trash for syncing. Here you want to change direction, maybe. So it's fine because there is a little candle here on the A-string here. It's facing left too often. So what did I do? You can do that. Ah, here it's a double step. It's not good. Also, it's pretty much left again, so. I'm going to go here. You see, I'm a bit worried because there is a double step here, but later you see here, right here, you have an extra note going on the bass line, so I can put an extra note here and then mirror everything so as to get on the right foot. Like, see, here there's a double step, so what I'm doing is take it, put it in mirror, so you see there's no double step here. Then here it's awkward because I'm on the down arrow with my left foot and I'm supposed to hit left with my left foot. So here I do that. I put the extra note that can be heard in the bass line, and everything's fine again. Also, small recommendation: don't do that. That's awkward because it's what I think is called a bleeding hold. You don't want to do that because the hold is too long and too close to the arrow, so it's not impossible that you will read that wrong, and that's not good. So try to end your holds a bit earlier. Like that. Here you see everything is left. So take this. The patterning is fine itself. So take this. Go here. It's I believe it's an SM5 exclusive. This one you can swap up down because when you're swapping up and down, the pattern goes from left to right. So here you will have a part that is to the left and a part that is to the right, which will balance the whole thing without changing anything to the patterning. So same here, same case. It's very left oriented, so I'm taking it, swap up down, and then it's fine. Take care, because this is an effect of swapping up and down. Maybe you'll have strange errors here, and you see the transition between the pattern before and here is completely awkward. You see, there's a down, up, down. So it's really awkward. I'm going to change that. Maybe this way. I'm ending right, so I can go left here, go left, go left, go right, go left, because you hear the bass line, it's changing pitch, so you have to change direction when it changes pitch. So this box is unnecessary. You hear, this is a very good box because it highlights a sound that goes. Hear it. So this is good. This is awkward. This is. It's not awkward. It's very difficult where the music is not very hype. So I'll make it easier. You see here it's very well made because it follows the bass line, and then when there is that high-pitched sound, you see the pattern is changing completely, because from here to here, I guess, it's very boxy because it follows the bass line. Hear it? This is not good. Oh. It's going to lag for a bit. Sorry. So this is good. But I want this to be turned to the left. To the right, sorry. So this is overstepped as fuck, so I'm going to let it be until I get to the end of the file, where I decide if it's overstepped in regard of the rest or not. Because here I can't really judge if it's really overstepped compared to the rest of the file. To me it's kind of a stretch. I mean, here you could have stepped completely different rhythm, like go with the bass line. But it's fine because it follows the bass line pretty well, so I'm going to leave it as is for the time being. Okay, here two major problems. Here is a box going to nothing. A candle going to nothing. Here there is a double bass drum, so I'm putting a candle here, but there is no reason to have them anywhere else, so I'm going to do that. This is unnecessary. Maybe I can go this way. Here you see it's the worst. It's the most difficult pattern in the game and nothing's going on. Ugh! Like, why? I think and here you see I deleted a double candle, so now the direction where you're in is a bit awkward because you're facing left again for a brief moment. So I'm going to change up to down to make the candle go the other way, so I can get proper side switching. Here, same. Here, this is awkward also. Okay, the double bass is happening here, and the candle is too high on the chart, so I'm doing that. I can keep it as is because there is a different sound that is going, so I can keep it that way. This is far too left. like, okay, do that. Like here, there's a double base, but there's no candle, so it's kind of awkward. And here you see there's double candles everywhere and for no reason, so I'm going to delete that. Okay, so it's happening here, so I'll do that. Then left, right. Okay, now this is correct. Okay, so now it's a bit awkward because I would prefer this way. Okay, so it's a bit strange. Also, it's a bit awkward because here you have the same foot doing lots of movements. Like the right foot is doing lots of movements. Here you see there's a candle here. There's also double candle on the same foot here, so I have to change that because it's awkward. This one is not necessary. And I guess I can change it to be that way. And you see, this way it's the left foot that is moving and not the right foot, so it's essentially better because it balances the candle distribution in this part, because this is a right foot candle, this is a left foot candle. Okay, this is fine also because there's a beeping sound here. Okay, you see here there's a sound that goes a bit differently than the other, and I chose to put triangles here, so I guess it's fine. But only major problem is that here there's no change in direction, even if the bassline changed pitch, so I'm changing this to that. Here I'm tempted to go this way, like put another one. Maybe this way. Because, and I think I'm going to do the same to the part before, because I think there was a part before doing that. Not this, not here. Here maybe? Yeah. So I think anchors are and you have to like look at what your feet are doing. Like here you see this is the same as this. So the right foot is going from up to down, so you have to also take into account the differences between going up down and going down up. In theory you're supposed to have the same one. That's what Chino told me. I believe he's right, so I'm doing as he says, and so far it's proven to be very effective. So here I advise to switch this, so you have your left foot going from down to up, because it was going from up to down. And then you see it's also very well made here, because the right foot is going from down to up, and then it's going from up to down, so it's okay. Candles are balancing this part. Okay, I'll be right back in a minute. I'm going to close the window. It's starting raining here. Okay, also sorry if my English is broken at times. It's been a while since I last since I did the streams like that. Alright. Alright. So, next up. And you see, I've got lots of things to say, and I'm still like 2 minutes in. Here there's an anchor going to nothing, so I'm going to put a candle instead, just like that. box going to nothing. Anchor going to nothing. Oh, what's that? Where did I go wrong? Is it a double step or did I miss something? Okay, that was this way. So you see here I'm right, then I go left for the brake, and then I'm still on the left in the beginning of the stream. I don't like that, so I'm changing it. Also, this is the kind of patterns I do put when there's melodies doing that thing where they go up and down or something. So this is not appropriate. This is better. Also there's that beeping sound. Yeah, I also did random shit. But now I have reasons to know it's random shit. Here, maybe try to do the anchor thing again. Okay, this is awkward. Okay, so from up to down, down to up, it's okay here. Also here, left for the brake, left for the stream, so I move that. Okay, there's a candle. Oh, that's not the right place. Double candle here. Okay, this is fine. This is overstep. Overstep and not relevant to the rest. Like, because everything. Because you see there's breaks everywhere, even when there's a little stop in the bass drum. So here I would do that. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, it's kinda early here. I think it's that way. Oh, that looks rough. Same as last time, you cannot do that. This is fine. Coming 1/4 too early, so let's fix that. And this is fine, you see, because the movement is natural, going to that left arrow. Right arrow, sorry. This is too left oriented, so I'm doing that. Here. that is better. This is too hard. This is too hard. Ah, don't do that. Also, this is the kind of place you want to be coherent. So you see, every time there's like this snare roll or something, I want to see the same pattern all the time. So I want to see that, just to make it coherent with the rest. Not necessary here. Not necessary. Just like I said, make things easier when you're overstepping, because this is overstepped. Not way too much, but this is fine, but yeah, kinda. Don't be a pain in the ass. Just make things easy when there's no music. One candle is enough here. No, it's a different note. I can do that. I'll try to change as soon as I have the occasion the location of this, because I'm writing it down here on this paper. Oh, why? I mean, this is fine, but don't do that. Oh. Too early. Sorry. This is supposed to be here, maybe. Oops. This is not the way it should be. Okay, so that's good now. Oh god, stop that. This is not necessary. This is too early. This is a non-deserved spiral, so I can do that. Like this is obviously a candle here. Not necessary here. Not necessary. What? This is correctly placed. This doesn't make any sense. Oh. You see, this is facing left the entire time, so I'm going to switch it for right. Oh, that's rough. Undeserved. And you see here, I was pointing out something at measure 128. And I'm going to go back because I have one note less, so I can mirror the whole thing. And now it's mirrored. And now everything's working. And this is facing left again. So I'm going to face right instead. Not this. Maybe this. This is fine. This is actually pretty clever because it continues to follow the notes, which is down. Right, it's good. I like that. Again. Too much. Okay, so this is again facing the other way. This is really good.
That's a sociable type, man, I know that.
Yeah, but I didn't mirror the whole thing. You see, I did put some different patterns in there, but it's just because there was an extra note here, so I just mirrored the whole thing. But it's facing left, like this section was left facing because before I touched it. This one I really like the beginning, but then the sounds goes quieter and quieter, but the patterns stay the same. So I'm going to look into it a bit. You see, I like that it fades out triangles this way. I like that. Like, this is very clever. I like that. I'm going to keep that one because it's a note in the synth. This is also a note, so I can keep it that way. Unnecessary. 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 Too much left facing. Oh god. Oh god! I have to go back. I think I was at 2:10 seconds or so. And you see, I've been at it for 1 hour now, maybe, and I'm only at 3 minutes 30. I don't like it.
That's a sociable type, man.
Again, facing left.
That's a sociable type, man, I know.
Oh, this makes things a bit awkward here, but...
That's a sociable type, man, I know that. Spend any amount of time around me, you get your heart broken. Treachery. Time around me, you get your heart broken. Treachery.
Too early. It's here. You see, don't be discouraged. It's very long to fix your own files, but in the end it turned out to be really better. Here it's a 1 year difference between what's in this and what I've been stepping for the last few months. So I'm able to see lots of bad things I don't want to happen.
Look at that. Now, person, my mind. My mind. There, my maggots waiting to roll.
Facing left again.
Maggots waiting to roll. Then be killed from sun up to sunset.
Ah.
Up to sunset. Work would never be done.
So let's see, that's my part now, because I was reviewing what Stripe was doing, because from the beginning of the file until now, I've been reviewing what he's been writing. Now it's what I wrote for the file actually, so. Okay, so what I like in this is when the synth is going high, I'm going full candle here, I'm going full circle between all the 4 candles, because you see this combination of 1 measure candles cover all the 4 candles you can do in a chart, because you see there is what is it? It's right foot going up, left foot going up, and then right foot going down, left foot going down. So you have a perfect balance between all 4 candles if you're doing this. I tend to use that more often than straight spirals, because I mean, spirals are a bit awkward. I like the pattern at some point, but now I use it in very, very rare occasions when I cannot put anything else. So here it's strange because it's the same, but it's not the same. So what I'm going to do is take this, because it's free measure, paste this. Oh god, what I've done. What did I do? Okay, so actually copy that thing, paste here, count to 3, swap up down, and then profit. Notice that there is no repeat in the bass drum here, so I'm leaving the candle out. And I don't want to do that kind of box, so I'm doing that. So what I can do is that. Okay, so that's kind of tricky, because I like that, but yeah, maybe I go to it later to modify it, because it's good, but I don't know. Maybe it could use some fixing later on. Again, I'm using this one, I'm using these candles, but I'm not using every one of them. So what I can do is that. It's good now. See, this is awkward. This is awkward because you're hitting left for a lot. Like 7 times in a row. So you can do that. Or not. Because I kind of want to have the candle here. So I'm going to go with the other anchor. So you get to hit more of the left foot now. Same again, put the candles here. Here the sun is going quiet, so I'm going easy patterns all the way until the mini break. here I do not like that I'm facing right too much, so I'm going to face left instead. Nah, this way. This does not make any sense, because it does repeat, but the song doesn't repeat. So in this way, you see the file is getting very coherent, because everything that since is going high, I'm doing the same patterns every time. So it makes the chart recognizable, because you can, when you finish the file, you remember that during this part there is some kind of awkward pattern going on. Just remember, Marunouchi Survivor has very, very recognizable patterns. So much that the song gave name to these patterns, because it was so recognizable that yeah, they just decided to call it that way. So the more recognizable they are, the better it will be. That it does not mean like make everything awfully difficult so people remember. That's not working that way. Okay, so I can leave it that way, I think. You see, I'm more lenient, I'm more generous with breaks. I don't like to overstep that much. You see here, there's 2 times the same candle. It's not good, so change it. Again, sound is going quiet, no candles here because pattern is supposed to be easy. Here I think I'm going to follow the synths going up and putting more and more candles as time goes by until the break. So how could I do it that way? Like this way should be fine.
Terrence is evil. We don't need to grieve for it. Nobody will miss it. Nobody will miss it.
I mean, you see, I had lots of trouble stepping breaks before because I wasn't paying attention to the direction I was facing. Here, you see, I corrected this part because you go left 2 times, and to be balanced, you have to go left and right.
Nobody will miss it.
It's 3 times the same note, but I think yeah. I think I can do that. I can do that. Here you see I'm facing left, so facing right, then left, then right, then left. You see, it's also very strange because I'm following a sound here, then here, but it's also happening in the middle here, and I'm not stepping it. Here. So what I'm doing is that. Just do it. Okay, so this is now upward. I've changed direction. This one is not necessary. Also, did I step everything correctly until this point? Here it's too late. Also, you can hear it's not synced yet. Okay, so this is like that. This is very awkward. Yeah. Maybe I should do that differently, like this way, then this way. You see, I can go left this way. Everything's facing right. See, here I can go left. You see, this is fine. This is fine because it begins by easy patterns, then it becomes difficult, but the candles distribution is pretty even. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm going to overstep this bit because I think it deserves to be. What I can do is that. I can do boxes here, I guess. I can do it this way, maybe. Like do that. This one is not that is not good. Guess I'm doing that. That's a bit uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, alright. So... Oublie pas de rediscuter ce parti, mec, hein. Oh là là, putain. Allez, bon courage. C'est facile les clusters glassfish. This is not right. You see this juicy rhythm, you have to step them. And here I'm facing right too much. Okay. Okay, so I'm ending left, so I'm turning this to the right. Okay, that's good, that's more break. That looks okay. No. Yes. No. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's full of good ideas. I would do that. Don't do that, please. Okay, so I've actually done 6 or so minutes, maybe 7, soon to be 7 minutes of review. And oh god, there's like 500 measures left before I reach the end of the file, so I'm not going to be stepping until a long time. Useless. This is actually pretty good. Box usage is not really consistent, but it's a good idea. Here you can do that. But don't do that after that. Here you see I can make a spiral here. Awkward. Awkward. And it's facing left again. This is straight because it's facing left all the time. when he was first writing files, I was writing all at the right and he was writing all at the left, so... I'm going to actually change this into... Ah, no, don't do that. Don't do that also. But we can do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh god.
Submission.
I think I'm going to redo the entire part here because it's not good. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop here actually because this part is very bad. I looked that up the other day and it was really bad. So I think I've got still that to step or something. This part here, I don't believe it has been stepped yet. So I've got this to do. And then some more review, and then this to do because I think I started where, yeah, I started some pretty good stuff. So I think it was here, between here and the beginning of the file, there was like maybe 1 month of stepping, and if you like, I think you will see the difference. Like check the difference between what was written earlier by me and what is written now.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear.
There's nothing to change here because everything is fine. No advertising scandal, no strange patterns that are out of place, so this is fine. I can leave it as is. Okay, so I think I kind of stopped near. So alright, thanks you for watching. Maybe I'll release this video on YouTube or something, so as to have people stepping marathon and stepping stuff that you already stepped but you need to review. And for our buddy Friezo that had his chart reviewed earlier this evening. Maybe I'll try to stream the complete making of this file because it's going to be very long and maybe more instructive the other days because I will be actually putting some arrows to the chart because so far the stream of today didn't approach what my creative process is when actually stream, because all I did was review, trying to think about what was wrong and correcting things that I think are wrong. Okay, so where did I stop again? I think it's here maybe.
Submission.
It's later, it's here. Okay, I'm going to write it down. And see you another day. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, see you for more interesting streaming some other day. See you.